We're looking at different places where we can use UltraClear to seal up gaps in our homes. What we're going to look at now is the bottom of a door jamb, where there's a gap to the floor. Okay? Behind that will be a gap to the subfloor. So that's an issue for draught. So we're going to caulk that with UltraClear. We're going to smooth it out with a silicone spreader. There's a very inexpensive thing that you can buy from the hardware store. So that's just going to allow us to smooth it out and make a really nice finish. And then of course we've got our damp cloths for cleaning up afterwards. Now, one thing about the nozzles, it's good to have a couple of spare nozzles because you need a nozzle for the right size of the gap. When you're going around, particularly skirting board gaps, you'll notice that they're very different sizes. There might be some very big ones and there might be some very small ones. So it's good to change nozzle depending on the size of the gap. Make sure that you fill up everything. Okay, with the bigger gaps it's very difficult to make a nice finish just with a caulking gun. Now that's why we have the silicone spreader at hand. Okay, so we're using the one with the very good sharp corner on it and holding it at an angle like that. Okay, you'll notice all the spare caulk that we've got coming out there, so we get one of our cloths. We'll just wipe it on there, wipe the silicone spreader, and then continue . Okay, so we've got a lovely finish there, and if we did have a bit too much UltraClear, then we could use a wet cloth just to clean up. Okay, in this case we don't really need to. That's a good finish, and you just continue along like that for the rest of the skirting board. So this technique of caulking can be used for any kinds of gaps really, anywhere where there's hard surfaces together. So particularly though along skirting boards, skirt to floor gaps, also around architraved walls, okay, where you want to achieve a nice finish around there. So once it's painted you won't know that there was ever a gap there.